Okay, welcome to the class. Yeah, today we're going to begin again with the intermediate English class. We were on a short break, yeah, like summer break, summer vacation. I spent a couple of weeks away from the computer, from the classes, lessons, and and everything. Yeah, so now I'm back and we're going to begin with a new unit. All right. As I was saying before, I was talking to Angel and Julian. We were talking about, in the previous unit, we were talking about present continuous. We discussed about celebrations. We talked about different expressions like and everything or by the way or expressions that we usually can use to express our opinion, but in a kind of obscure way, right? When we're not sure about something, that kind of expressions. Now, in this unit, we're going to we're going to go back in time. Okay, we're going to talk about the past. We're going to talk about our childhood. All right. So, hi Caroline, welcome. We're going to go back, right? We're going to work with the simple past tense. We're going to learn vocabulary related to our childhood, our family, our different relationships, all right? And we're also going to learn expressions such as this. Let me show you the book, okay? Wait a second. So here, right? We're going to talk about growing up, okay, and your background using the simple past. That's one thing, the first thing. Then we're going to talk about different subjects, school subjects. School subjects, for example, math, science, language, physical education, all right, that kind of subjects, chemistry, physics. Then we're also going to learn expressions. Okay, remember that this lesson C is usually about conversation strategy. Yeah, conversation. So here we're going to learn about well, actually, no, no, wait, right? Different expressions, and also the use of I mean to correct something that you have said. And finally, in the lesson D, we're going to practice, we're going to read an interview, okay, about teenage years, right? Your young years, when you are a kid or a child, when you were a kid or a child. And also, we're going to write answers, okay? We have never written. That's something we haven't done here. We usually practice, and I show you the whiteboard, but we don't usually practice writing. It's mostly about speaking. Okay, welcome everybody here on Facebook. As I was saying, if you want to join the lesson here, you can click on the link and you can join the lesson, yeah, the class, and not the Facebook streaming. Just in case you want to participate, read, or I don't know, check the dictionary, see other people, participate, okay? Or even speak. It's not necessary to use your microphone or your camera. That's up to you. It's not mandatory. It's up to you. Optional. Okay. Hi Jocelyn. Let me check who else here. I want to check who's watching. Jocelyn, Lucrecia, Griselda, Anna, and Giovanni. Welcome, guys. Yeah. Thank you for watching the class. Okay. Well, so let's begin with the class, okay? Well, in this case, this is going to be a little fun because Julian, how old are you? I think you're like 10 years old, right?
Yes, teacher.
Right, you're 10 years old. So this is going to be fun because I am a lot older than you are. So I have a lot of experiences, like a lot of stories, a lot of I don't know, my childhood was like 20 years ago, right? I am 33 years old. You are just 10. So I have a lot of stories. And now I need to know also your stories, like what you remember about your childhood, like when you were younger than you are. you are really young, so this is going to be fun. Okay, I know Elias might be around my age. Adriana is young too. She's about 20. Caroline, Jacqueline, I don't know. How old are you? What's your age? About what? You don't need to tell me your age, yeah, your actual age, but at least around around what number?
I am 17.
Jacqueline, you're 17. All right, so you're very young too. Elias?
I am 35.
35.
I am 28.
28, okay. So Adriana is closer to me. Elias is also closer to me. Jacqueline, no, you're just a girl. You're 17. And Julian is 10. So we have very different ages, right? Very different like stages of our life. Yeah, we are living different stages. So this is going to be fun. All right. And here, I don't know if you want to participate. If you want to participate, you can write here, or you can also join the lesson. I mean, you can also participate in the streaming. After the class, the streaming is deleted, so you don't need to feel embarrassed about participating. All right. So, hi Tamara, welcome. Let's check this the book. Okay, let's check the book. Hi, welcome. All right. Sorry, I don't know what I'm doing here. I just pressed something. I hope I didn't break anything. All right. Okay. So, check picture number 1, number 2, number 3, and number 4. Okay. There we have a lot of kids, right? These are all young kids or children. Remember, yeah, remember, kids and children are synonyms, all right? Remember that children is also a plural. It's plural. This word, children, is used to talk about many child, okay? The singular word is child. So one kid is one child, okay? A kid or a child. Kids or children. All right, so you don't get confused and you don't tell me childs, right? You don't say childs. The plural word for child is children. All right, children. Okay, so here on the book we're seeing a lot of children, right? In picture number 1, what can you tell me about picture number 1? What can you tell me about picture number 1, guys?
The children. Sorry, Julian, you say.
2 children.
Okay, there are 2 children. Okay. Or there are 2 kids. You can say 2 kids.
Are friends.
Maybe friends.
They look like,
Having fun.
yes, they look like they are friends. It looks like they are having fun because they are smiling. What else can you tell me about picture number 1?
Are two children of different skin color?
Okay, that is a good point, right? They are probably from different races, okay? And they like the same color, right? They have the same favorite color. They like green. Okay, very good. Okay, do you have a best friend now? Do you have a best friend? Who's your best friend? Do you have a best friend?
Yes, teacher.
Yes? What is your best friend's name?
Mateo.
Mateo. How old is Mateo, Julian?
10, teacher.
He's 10 years old too. Is he
Yes, teacher.
okay? Is Mateo a friend from home or a friend from school?
School.
From school. Are you in the same class? Julian, are you in the same class?
Teacher, can you repeat?
Are you in the same class?
No, teacher.
No, you're from different classes. Okay. So, how long? Okay, how long? How many years have you known, or how long are you friends with Mateo?
Um, 3 years.
About 3 years. So you
Yes,
met
teacher.
you met Mateo when you were 7 years old, probably around 7 years old, right?
Yes, teacher.
All right. Let's talk to. Let me ask another person. Tamara, Jacqueline, Elias, do you have a best friend? Adriana, do you have a best friend?
Yeah. Yes, teacher.
Yes, teacher.
I did.
My best friend is young. Is the neighbor.
All right. From your neighborhood. Okay, that's a very good word.
Neighborhood.
Exactly. So, is she or he your neighbor? What is your friend's name?
Is he?
Okay. What is your friend's name?
John.
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 All right. Is his name John or Juan in Spanish?
John. Juan, no. John igual.
It's
Igual.
John in Spanish. I mean,
Yes.
you're not translating the name. All right, good. And how old were you when you met John? How old were you when you met John?
5.
5 years old, really?
More or less. 5.
5 years old.
Of my
Adriana, can you repeat that?
Ay, es que no sé cómo se dice amistad. De amistad.
Friendship.
5 años.
Yes,
Friendship.
exactly. We
Hi,
talk about
friendship.
friendship. Yeah, usually when there is a relationship between two people or more, right? You talk about friendship, relationship, yeah, or any ship. Friendship
Okay.
or relationship, right? You talk about relationships. And when it's between two friends, it's a friendship. All right? Okay. So when you were 5 years old, that's a very long friendship. So you have been friends about 23 years, more than 20 years, right? Elias, do you still talk to your first friend? Do you remember your first friend in life?
I don't know. I am very friendly,
Okay.
but I don't know what is my first in the high school. The name Adrian.
Mm-hmm.
And my best friend is two people. Is my Humberto and Marvin. I meet them maybe when I was when I had 15 years old.
Okay. Remember when I was.
Yes. When
Yeah.
I was 15
You
years
don't
old.
say
Yes.
you don't say have or had when you talk about your age. Okay? When you talk about your age, you use the verb to be. So in the past, it is was or were. Yeah, that's what we are going to learn here. That's what we are going to practice in this unit, using the past tense to talk about your childhood. So your two best friends are. Can you repeat their names?
Humberto
Humberto, all right,
and Marvin.
and Marvin. Are they from your job? Are they from the where did you meet them? Where did you meet them? Sorry.
Yes, in my school. How do you say prepa?
Prepa. High school
High school?
probably. Yeah.
Yes, in the high school.
Uh-huh.
The high school.
Both.
Both of them.
Both of them.
Both of them are from high school. School or high school. All right. High school. Here in Chile, there's no high school. I mean, we don't call it prepa. Yeah, we don't call it preparatoria. We call it enseñanza media. So there's a enseñanza básica, that's maybe junior school or just school, or elementary school, right? Elementary school, and then we have educación media. That is probably prepa or high school. Okay. Then, okay, Anna and Jocelyn here, they're listening to the class. All right. You can join the class too, guys. Jocelyn is here. So, Elias, thank you for your comment. Yeah, because you gave me a couple of words, a couple of vocabulary that I would like to talk about. Yeah, you said my best friends or my best friend is two people, right? Here I corrected that. So my best friends are two people, right? Because you are talking about plural, more than one. Okay, so here the verb to be needs to agree with the number of people, two people. My best friends are two people, and then you said when I had, okay, had, but remember this is not right. It's when I was, right, 15 years old. Okay, thank you. Very good. Very good. Really good. Then let me go to the book. Is there anybody else who wants to talk about their childhood? Tamara, maybe? Would you like to share?
Well, I have three best friends.
Best friends. Mm-hmm.
Their name is Fiorella, Micaela, and Eleanor.
Their names. How many?
How many?
How many names?
Three.
Three names, right?
Yes.
So their names is or are?
Are.
Exactly. Yeah, their names are. You said
Their
Micaela.
names are Fiorella,
Mm-hmm.
Micaela, and Eleanor.
Okay, Micaela, Fiorella, and Eleanor.
is Chilean.
Okay.
Micaela is the nationality North American.
Okay.
And Eleanor is French.
From France.
Fiorella, yes,
All right.
French. Fiorella actually she is married and has a boy.
Mm-hmm.
Micaela she studies sociology she speaks Spanish, French, English.
And English. Spanish,
Yes,
English,
French.
and French.
Yes.
Spanish, English, and French. Yeah? Nice. Nice. Well, I also met somebody from France, and that girl spoke like 5 languages. She's also multilingual. Multilingual. She speaks Vietnamese, Korean, Spanish, English, French, and I don't know what else. Yeah, she's very good at languages.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad that your friends are from other countries so you can practice. Okay, I think that you
Yes.
speak English with your friends, right?
Micaela and Eleanor check my sometimes check my mistakes.
They check your homework.
No, no, no. Sometimes I go out with Eleanor
Hmm.
to walk with the daughters of
Mhm.
Eleanor.
Are they here in Chile or
And
sorry? Are they here in Chile or they are back in the States or France?
no, she's lives in Chile. Is my neighbor.
Oh, okay. They live here in Chile.
Yes.
All right. They live in Chile. Tamara, I have a question for you. You said actually one of your friends actually is married, and then you said one of your friends actually is your neighborhood. Sorry, your neighbor. What do you mean by actually? What do you mean when you say actually?
Actually, refers now.
Okay.
When the situation is true.
Nowadays.
Nowadays. Nowadays, right? Nowadays.
Yes.
Okay. That is what I wanted to know. Jacqueline, I think you wanted to share something.
I already said when a situation is true.
When a situation is true, you mean when something is real, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to stop here. I want to clarify this. Yeah, I want to make this clear because the word actually is a false friend. False friend. Okay? This word false actually is a false friend. Why? Estos falsos amigos, o también llamados cognates, ya cognados, cognates, esa es la palabra específica, la palabra técnica, cognado, pero se le llaman false friends. Es un falso cognado, ¿ya? Son palabras que se ven similares en ambas lenguas, pero que no significan lo mismo, ¿ok? Hay muchos falsos cognados. Por ejemplo, uno dice carpet, uno escucha carpet, carpeta, no, ¿cierto? Es alfombra. Exacto. Entonces, ese tipo de palabras nos confunden porque uno la ve parecida a la del español y como uno dice, mira, se parece carpet a carpeta, entonces uno la traduce directamente. En este caso, actually...
For example, teacher, the word dessert.
Can you repeat the word?
Dessert.
Dessert. Exactly. Dessert. When you say dessert...
La confunden como desierto.
Exactly. ¿Pero qué significa?
But dessert with double is postre.
Exactly.
And one is desierto.
Exactly. Very good. Exactly. Okay. So Tamara says that dessert. A lot of people mistake the word dessert for the word desert. Okay. Dessert is postre in Spanish, right? And desert is desierto. Okay, means desierto in Spanish, or can be translated. Sorry, can be translated into desierto. Okay, so that is a false cognate or sorry, a false friend, ya, un falso amigo. Entonces, bueno, obviamente los amigos o cognados son las palabras que se ven iguales en ambos idiomas o en ambas lenguas y significan lo mismo también. ¿Ok? Se le llaman amigos o cognados. En este caso estamos hablando de falsos cognados porque se ven iguales pero no significan lo mismo. ¿Ok? No se traducen igual. Entonces, la palabra actually, vamos a verla en el diccionario. Actually significa in fact. Se podría traducir como in fact o de hecho, actually, ¿ok? Actually significa o podría ser intercambiada por la expresión in fact, de hecho. En cambio, la expresión currently significa actualmente. ¿Ya? Currently es la expresión que vamos a utilizar para actualmente, o sea, cuando decimos algo que está pasando ahora, estos días, en el presente. ¿Ya? Entonces, por eso te preguntaba, Tamara, quería aclarar si es que tú estabas usando, you were using the word actually to talk about in fact, or you were talking about now, or the present. Okay?
Yes, teacher.
Okay.
I don't. No, sorry. I didn't know.
You didn't know that.
Yes.
Yes,
No sabía.
here's the definition. So actually is an adverb as an actual or existing fact, un hecho existente, un hecho real. ¿Ya? De hecho, también la palabra really a veces se reemplaza por actually. No siempre, ¿ok? No siempre la palabra actually se puede reemplazar por really. Pero sí es una forma fácil de verificar si quiero decir actually o quiero decir currently. ¿Ok? At present. Esa es la forma más fácil en realidad de saber si es que yo quiero utilizar la palabra actually o la palabra currently. ¿Ya? Si yo la reemplazo por la expresión in fact, la expresión de hecho, in fact, ¿ya? Entonces debo que utilizar actually. Pero si estoy refiriéndome a algo que está pasando en el presente, ok, at present, voy a cambiar esto, denme un segundo, voy a poner acá at present y acá entre paréntesis vamos a colocar actualmente. ¿Ok? ¿Alguna pregunta?
No, teacher.
No?
I'm clear. I can clear.
Okay, it's clear. Very good.
Yeah.
Ok, good. Vamos al libro entonces. Ya que le hice varias preguntas y pudieron Elías o Ángel, puedo hablar un poco acerca de sus amigos en el pasado. Y Tamara también en algunas partes intentaste utilizar el pasado. ¿Ok? Por ejemplo, recién me dijiste no sabía. Y noté que hubo un problema ahí. Me dijiste no sabía si elegir entre know, I didn't know, o decir I didn't knew. ¿Sí o no? Como que me hiciste una mezcla de ambas.
Yes.
Exacto. Ya me pude dar cuenta de eso. Entonces, miremos la foto. In picture number 1, there are two kids. Yeah, they look like they are best friends. They are hugging each other, right? Then in picture number 2, there is a little girl in the swimming pool, and she's obviously learning how to swim. Yeah, she's learning how to swim. Do you know how to swim? Do you know how to swim? Do you like swimming? I love swimming. I really love the ocean, the lakes, the rivers, the swimming pool. Anything that has water, I love it. Do you know how to swim? Do you swim? Do you swim, guys?
Yes, I
You
know.
do? Alright.
It's pretty cool.
Do you like it, Jocelyn?
Yeah, sure. It's pretty cool because I can enjoy and I can just chill out. It's pretty. I love that kind of activity.
I feel free. I feel free when I'm in the water. When I go to the ocean and I swim, it's like you are floating, right? Like there's nothing around. I even here have a sign and it says, keep calm and pretend you're at the beach. Okay? Keep calm and pretend you're at the beach. So every time I'm here working and I feel a little stressed, I look at the sign and I calm down because I love it. Okay, I love the beach, I love the lakes, the rivers and everything. Do you remember when you learned how to swim? Do you remember that? Do you remember your first time?
Really.
Not really? Anna, here, do you remember when you learned how to swim? Griselda, Giovanni, do you remember that? Tamara, Adriana. Julian, do you know how to swim?
No, teacher.
You don't know how to swim, really? Why? Tell me. Are you...
Teacher?
Yes, tell me. Julian, I can hear you. Tell me.
Can you repeat? Please?
Yes. Do you know how to swim? Do you know how to swim? No, I don't think you're...
No, teacher.
Why? Why you don't know how to swim? If it's so cool. It is really good.
Teacher, can I speak in Spanish?
Sure, go ahead.
Profe, pues la verdad casi nunca voy a piscina y pues casi no me gusta nadar y pues no practico mucho.
Do you live far from the ocean? Do you live far from the sea, from the coast?
I live in city.
You live in the city, but how far from the coast are you? In hours. How far from the coast are you?
In airplane in 1 hour.
1 hour from the coast. Okay. I will talk to your mom and I will tell your mom to take you to the coast, to the sea more often, if you can. Alright? Because you need to learn how to swim. Jessie here says, Jessie, I'm listening. Hi everybody. Giovanni, it was fantastic. Yes, I love swimming. I remember the first time I swam. I remember the first time I swam. Swam is the past tense of swim, right? Swam. En esta parte, en esta unidad, a los chicos que se están uniendo recién a la clase acá en Facebook y a ustedes que están participando en la llamada, vamos a necesitar una lista de verbos. ¿Okay? Una lista de verbos en pasado. Los verbos regulares no es tan necesario tenerlos, ¿ok? Pero sí los verbos irregulares, porque van a necesitar consultarlo rápidamente. Esto es algo que ustedes se tienen que aprender en un comienzo de memoria, ¿ok? La verdad, no hay una técnica para aprender los verbos en pasado. Algunas personas tienen la idea de agruparlos dependiendo de la terminación de los verbos, que también sirve, ¿ya? Todos los verbos que se parecen en las terminaciones, en pasado, que son irregulares, entonces la gente tiende a agruparlos y se los aprende por grupo. Otras personas tienen otras técnicas, pueden aprenderse un verbo al día, por ejemplo, en pasado, lo anotan, lo recuerdan, lo practican, ¿ok? Y se lo aprenden un verbo al día, en pasado. Y hay otras personas que, bueno, tenemos diferentes formas, ya pueden tenerlo anotado en una hoja, pueden tener un recordatorio, venden en algunas partes unas especies de rueditas que tienen todos los verbos, entonces uno lo busca con una flecha y te aparece el verbo en todas las conjugaciones. Ya es bastante útil, pero lo mejor obviamente es memorizarlo, es recordarlo. ¿Ya? No se aprendan todos los verbos de la vida. No es necesario aprender todos los verbos porque no los vamos a usar todos. Yo les voy a compartir después en el grupo en Facebook una lista de verbos que son los verbos generales. También los pueden buscar en YouTube. Si ustedes ingresan a YouTube, pueden perfectamente buscar los, por ejemplo, el top 50 de verbos irregulares en inglés. Ustedes ingresan a YouTube y buscan top 50
Teacher,
verbs in the past. Dígame, Tamara.
The list of the irregular verbs.
You have the list of verbs.
But I know the irregular verbs important.
The important.
Not important.
Exactly. That's the idea, that you learn the important verbs, the most common verbs, right? The top 50 most common verbs in English. You can go on YouTube or on Google and you can write that. And you can say top 50 most common verbs in English or most popular verbs in English. All right? So then you learn those verbs and that's all you need. You don't need more verbs than that. Yeah, that's enough. And if you need more, you can go to the dictionary and you can look it up, right? It's easier. In time, yeah, when the time goes by, you're going to learn a lot of different verbs. But it's not necessary to learn them all now. Only the necessary. Okay?
Teacher.
Yes, go ahead.
Teacher, excuse me. I have to go to class for today.
All right, Tamara. Don't worry because
I have a personal problem.
All right, don't worry.
But see you tomorrow in the basic English.
The basic English. All right, don't worry.
Yes.
I hope you fix your problem, okay? Take care. See you tomorrow.
Bye, teacher.
Bye-bye. So, guys, check
Bye,
the...
all my partners.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Check, okay, check picture number 3. Here, there is a boy. Julian, this boy in picture number 3 can be you, right? Do you look like him? Are you similar to this guy?
Yes, teacher.
Yes?
No,
Okay.
teacher.
You're not similar to the kid. But
No, teacher.
okay. Do you remember Elias? Sorry, let me check who's in the class. Adriana, Jocelyn, Jacqueline, and Elias and Julian. Or here on Facebook. Do you remember the first time you got into trouble? The first time you made a mess? The first time that you were grounded? That your mother or your father or anybody in your family grounded you or yielded at you? Do you remember that time, the first time? Anytime. Do you remember any time that you got in trouble when you were a kid? I remember a lot of different times I got into trouble. ¿Comprenden la pregunta? A time you got into trouble here?
No, teacher.
You don't? Okay.
No, teacher.
Yes, teacher.
Okay. Got.
Okay, a trouble is like a problem, no?
Exactly. Exactly. Esta es una expresión que significa meterse en problemas. Okay? You got into. Get into significa meterse en algo. Get into. Okay? Acá estamos usando el verbo en pasado. El verbo get. Into trouble. Right? Lo vamos a usar en pasado. Got into trouble. Porque es una pregunta acerca de tu infancia. Your childhood. Entonces, the first time you got into trouble. La primera vez que se metieron en problemas. ¿Ya? Trouble es un sinónimo de la palabra problem. Trouble. Yo me metía en problemas cuando era más pequeño. Bueno, todavía me meto en problemas a veces, pero son problemas ya más de adulto. Pero cuando niño sí era bien no problemático, era travieso. ¿Ustedes? Do you remember that?
Me too.
¿Sí? ¿Quién dijo me too?
Very. Adriana.
Adriana.
Party.
Mostly parties.
Party. Sí. Yes. Escape the school.
Sorry?
I escape
Mm-hmm.
the school
Okay.
for play ¿cómo se dice? Billar.
Yeah, playing. You mean playing pool?
Yeah. Yes. No more.
Okay. That's the only time you got into trouble. Because you played pool. Giovanni here says, I got into trouble.
Yes.
I got in trouble because I broke my television when I was 8. That's a very good way to get into trouble. Yeah. Breaking things. I always break things. But I break things down. I mean, for example, I have this and I open it. I always open things like cameras, speakers, computers. I love checking. When I was a child, when I was a kid, I loved taking a screwdriver and opening things up. Televisions, radios, stereos, headphones, computers, everything. Yeah, everything. I wanted to check everything inside. Do you get into trouble, Julian, a lot? Julian, do you get into trouble?
No, teacher.
Really?
No, teacher.
Are you a very responsible kid?
Teacher, can you repeat?
Are you a very responsible kid?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, yes. I can tell. Yeah, I can tell that you're a very responsible kid. I can tell. Esta expresión a lo mejor les puede ser útil. I can tell. Lo puedo notar. Algo cuando yo digo I can tell, estás diciendo lo puedo notar o me doy cuenta de algo. ¿Ya? Se nota. Se nota, por ejemplo, I can tell that you are a very good kid. That you're a responsible kid, Julián. Suenas a un niño muy responsable. Ya el hecho de que estés aquí en una clase completa,
Yes, teacher.
que no sea obligatorio, ya me da a entender de que eres responsable. A menos que tu mamá te obligue. Eso es otra cosa. Giovanni, I feel you. Yeah, I understand. I always broke things.
Thank you, teacher.
Ok. Tienes que pasarlo bien, Julián. Tienes que jugar, tienes que desordenarte. Cuéntame cuando rompas algo. Ojalá que estemos también todavía en clase y tú me cuentas, profesor, rompí esto. No vaya a romper nada porque después me van a hacer responsable a mí, ¿ok? Vale. Am, Adriana. Adriana se ríe, ¿ya? Bueno, es verdad, no le puedo estar diciendo Julián rompe algo para que lo pases bien, no. Bueno, yo lo pasaba bien rompiendo cosas. De hecho, todavía me lo recuerdan en las reuniones familiares, que desarmé una cámara, desarmé una tele, yo desarmaba cosas, me encanta desarmar cosas y ver lo que tienen adentro.
Teacher, ¿puedo
Yes.
corregir una cosa?
Sí, adelante.
Lo que pasa es que pues yo quise decir era que me escapaba, pues lo que uno tiene llama como un día de cuando uno como se escapa del colegio para ir a entonces I was running, ¿sí?
Okay, okay, now I understand.
Yes.
Ahora te entiendo, pero lo que no entendí, me explicaste que tú... Ah, you escaped from school. Ok, ahora entiendo. Yo te entendí que tú patinabas, que andabas en skate. Yo entendí eso.
No,
Ok,
no, por eso me equivoqué de palabra, estaba
vale.
corrigiendo.
Entonces tú, you escaped from school. ¿Para qué? ¿Para jugar? ¿Entendí bien? ¿Para jugar billar?
Sí.
Que estés bien, Ángel. See you tomorrow or see you on Thursday. Así que, Adriana, tú te escapabas de ¿qué cosa? De la... You escaped from school or high school or university. Para poder
No,
jugar.
high school.
High school. ¿Y te dejaban
High
ingresar? ¿Te dejaban entrar a jugar billar?
Sí, había un sitio que pues al frente como el colegio escondido
Ajá.
y pues los dejaban meter en el poste y los dejaban jugar.
¿Cómo le llaman? Pregunta ya. Vamos a dejar la clase hasta acá. Ok, vamos a continuar el día jueves. Continuamos con esta misma contenido. Ya vamos a... Por favor, les pido, para el día jueves, traten de tener a mano una lista de verbos en pasado, verbos irregulares, a pesar de que no los vamos a ver todos inmediatamente, obviamente. ¿Ya? Y traten de responder estas preguntas. Tenemos estas 4 preguntas. Do you remember your first close friend? Your first close friend, ya, tu primer amigo cercano. Do you remember learning to swim? Otra pregunta. Do you remember a time you got into trouble? Si es que recuerdan alguna vez en que se hayan metido en problemas. Y después, do you remember your first day of school? Tu primer día de clase, tu primer día de colegio. ¿Okay? Si pudieran tener respuestas para esto, para que podamos ver verbos en pasado, ¿ya? Porque así vamos a poder practicar. Por favor, para el día jueves, si pudieran hacer estas preguntas, se lo agradecería. Y dice, do you have other memories like this? Si es que tienen algún otro recuerdo, memories, ¿ok? Recuerdos, como estos, también sería bueno que me lo recordaran. Porque vamos a hablar de childhood, vamos a hablar de la infancia, ¿ok? Así que traten de recordar de... Bueno, Julián no tiene tanto que recordar porque tiene 10 años, entonces no es tanto. Yo tengo harto que recordar, Ángel también, Adriana igual, ¿ya? Estamos ya pasando un poco a la siguiente generación. Yo soy de la generación millennial, Julián es de los centennial, incluso que quizás, no sé, a lo mejor una generación nueva. Bueno, entonces lo que les iba a comentar, Adriana, ¿cómo le dicen en... Tú eres de Colombia. ¿Cómo le dicen en Colombia a eso, a escaparse del colegio? ¿Tiene alguna palabra en especial?
Sí, ay, pero ya no me acuerdo.
Ya no se acuerda.
Pero, escapar clase.
Solo eso.
Pues nosotros le decíamos así, escapar clase.
Capar. Capar clases.
Sí.
Ya, acá en Chile igual se ocupa. Acá decimos algo parecido, decimos capiar. No capar, capiar clases. Capiar clases cuando, claro, se salen del colegio.
O evadir clases.
Bueno, nosotros tenemos varias expresiones también. De hecho, se le dice hacer la cimarra. La cimarra. Realmente no sé lo que será, no tengo idea lo que será la cimarra. ¿Ya? No sé si se escribe con C o con R. O sea, perdón, con C o con S. Tendría que googlear. Pero, a ver, cimarra. Es una de las palabras que utilizamos para decir, también se dice hacer la chancha. em, ¿Qué otra más? No sé. Julián, tú también, bueno, Julián es de Colombia también. Jacqueline, ¿de qué parte eres?
No, pues,
Me falta Jacqueline y Jocelyn. No sé de dónde serán ustedes o cómo le dirán. O la gente que está aquí en Facebook, ¿cómo le llaman a salir de clase? Escapar del colegio, escapar de la universidad. Se quedaron en silencio las chicas. Jocelyn y Jacqueline.
I don't know, teacher, maybe.
I've never ever get away from school because I am in the high school. I studious, so I was responsible. I was afraid of escaping from high school or something like this because my mother scolded me by I don't know doing something like this or other. I don't know something like this. I was so scared.
You were
Only
responsible
was
to.
so engrossed in my books only in the high school.
Ok. Bueno, Alma, Scarlett y Griselda me dicen que en México se dice irse de pinta. Irse de pinta en México. Está bueno, lo voy a aprender. Irse de pinta. Y bueno, Jacqueline. Creo que Jacqueline era la que me estaba contando recién, ¿cierto, Jacqueline? When I was in school, I was always responsible too. But maybe 2 or 3 or 4 times I escaped from school. I left school with my classmates, and we spent the day. At that time, I was about 18 years old, so we spent the days drinking. I didn't smoke at that time. I didn't smoke. I smoke now, but I didn't smoke when I was 18. So we escaped from school and we went to a park and we spent the day talking, drinking. We met girls. We had fun. Yeah, I remember those days of high school and it was really fun. I was very responsible too, but 1 or 2 or 3 times. That's not a problem, I think.
Wow, teacher, you are so sociable in your high school.
Yeah. Well, when I was in high school, I wasn't very friendly as I was now. Sorry, as I am now. At that time, I wasn't very friendly. When I went into college, into university, then I think I became a little more friendly. And well, now I don't have any problem meeting people. Yeah, but I remember those days and they were really fun. They were really fun days. Okay, guys. Bueno, chicos, chicas.
But do you consider a people person, right?
Jocelyn, can you repeat that?
If you consider a people person.
If I consider myself a people person. Is that a question? Are you asking me if I consider? Yeah. Well,
Do you?
I am sometimes. I love being alone sometimes. I spend most of my day alone here. Yeah, because I work from home now. But I also like meeting new people. I like meeting new people. I have many acquaintances. This is a new word, acquaintance. Yeah? Many acquaintances. I'm going to write this here. Acquaintances. Yeah? Acquaintances. An acquaintance is somebody that you know, a person that you know, who is not your friend. Yeah? They are not your friends. They are only people that you know, that you talk to, but they are not your friends, not your colleagues, not anything related to you. Yeah, there's no relationship with that people, with those persons. Those are acquaintances. ¿ya? Que podrían ser en español conocidos. Esa vendría siendo la traducción. An acquaintance, un conocido, un cercano. Ni siquiera cercano, simplemente un conocido. Chicos, chicas, se me pasó la hora. Ya recuerden que la clase dura 1 horita. Así que para el día jueves vamos a retomar el tema. Como les decía, traigan esa respuesta. Ojalá, si quieren, escrita, practicada, aprendida. Ojalá sea más natural, pero por lo menos piensen acerca de esas preguntas y las conversamos, ¿ya? Para que podamos practicar los verbos en pasado. La gente que lo está viendo en Facebook, los invito después al día jueves que se unan a la clase en Google Meet, ¿ya? Ahí les dejé el link, de todas maneras lo pueden encontrar siempre en el grupo en Facebook, para que participen, para que hablen, para que lean el libro, para que vean el diccionario. Y si no, después de clase lo pueden ver en el YouTube, cuando yo suba la clase al canal de YouTube, ¿ya? Gracias chicos por estar en la clase. Nos vemos mañana en inglés básico a la misma hora. Y el día jueves, si no nos vemos mañana, entonces a la misma hora para inglés intermedio. ¿Ok? Que estén súper bien. Muchas gracias. Compartan la clase con sus amigos y continúen ingresando.
Thank you, teacher.
Thank you, Julián. Thank you, Adriana, Jacqueline, Jocelyn for being in class. Thank you, Tamara and Angel too.
See you tomorrow.
Bye. Take care. Have some rest. See you next class.
Bye bye.
Bye bye. Thank you. Thanks, Jessie. Bye, Griselda. Take care. No se vaya de pinta.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.